Hey, evening everybody. You can see the title up there. It's basically entitled, A Writer's Job is to Keep You Guessing. And it doesn't matter if it's a writer for comic books, graphic novels, cheesy novels, media, all sorts of media like television, movies and everything. Their job essentially is to keep you guessing if they do that job correctly. Right now, in the Sonic the Hedgehog comics, the main comic and the spin-off, like I said yesterday afternoon, it's been reported through various sources, and you can look it up at BoneKing.com, that the end of the Secret Freedom Fighters arc, which was issue 44 of Sonic Universe, basically details that we're going to find out who the traitor is that Silver has been looking for a while in 47. So basically we'll be finding out who the traitor is in the next 6 to 5.5 months. Next 6 to 5.5 months, we will find out who the traitor is. So when you count that down, next 6 to 5.5 months, you're looking at 41, 42, 43, 44. You're looking at 41, which hasn't come out yet, so basically 6 issues to go. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Well, essentially 7 issues. Basically 7 months from now, we're going to find out who the traitor is. So essentially you're looking at this month, October, November, December, January, February, March. That's right. September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So by March of next year, we'll find out finally who the traitor is. And believe it or not, that's how long apparently this whole Mecha Sally situation is going to last, if it does. I know a lot of fans are not going to be too patient about that. And I know a lot of fans are like, and in fact, I had one person who kind of criticizes me at times over at Sega Forums, which I will post this video at, saying, kind of criticizing me about posting videos, but they're kind of sarcastic, I could tell this in the posting. They said, so we're going to finally find out who the big traitor is, finally, and that's finally going to come, something like that. So basically, they're, in my opinion, being sarcastic, like, we're going to finally find out after all this time. Now we're going to find out. And there's been a lot of people, like I said in the Sonic News video yesterday, that are guessing and saying that it could be Sally because of a situation. Some are saying it could be Sonic, some are saying it could be Rotor, and some are saying it's other characters. Some say it could be Tails. Some are saying it could be this character and that character. And again, it goes back to what this title of this video is about. And that is, the writer's job is to keep you guessing. And that's what Ian Flynn is doing right now. He's keeping you guessing. Yeah, there's a panel, according to what one person told me, Reese Tails told me, where Antoine is crossed out because of his condition. And then the other 3 suspects are Sonic, Sally, and Rotor, and 2 more are crossed out with 1 left. Now, again, that pretty much tells everybody in their minds, not everybody, but some fans in their minds, it's Sally. With her situation and everything, it's too obvious it's got to be her. But again, that's the whole job of the writer, to keep you guessing, to make you think that, and probably go through with it, realizing that you already know who it's going to be, or turn the tables and reveal that it's somebody else. Now, some have said that if it is Sally, that's the traitor, that maybe Ian's going to write in something for Sonic or Rotor or somebody to say that, yeah. But the thing is, she's unwillingly betrayed the kingdom. She's unwillingly doing this stuff against her own will. She's not in control of her actions. She's not totally a traitor. She's just unwillingly doing this because she can't control her actions. And that would make sense. That would make great character development there. But then again, writers like Ian Flynn, not saying that he would be in this category, but some writers would look at this situation, a similar situation in their comics or their kind of media, and say, you know what, it would be too obvious to make it this character because of the situation. We need to do something different. We need to throw them off and really surprise them. And I'm not trying to, again, like I said yesterday in the Sonic News video, I'm not trying to defend Ian, but I think he realizes that fans are going to start thinking that it's got to be Sally. So maybe he's, like I said, he'll go through with it because we know the answer already, or he's going to throw something else at us. So, you got to be prepared either way. Got to be prepared either way. But again, that goes back to the video. His job, like any other writer of comic books, novels, television, movies, whatever, is to keep you guessing. And that's what he's doing. Whether you like what he's done or not, whether you support the guy or you don't, his job is to keep you guessing. I mean, I've come out and said, look, I've come out and basically said that I don't like what he's done to Sally, doing the roboticization and the mechanization and all that, and weaponization. I admit I don't like it because I'm not used to seeing her like that for this long. And and a lot of people have come out and said, look, if done right, it could have been all taken care of within just a few issues, and that's it. Not dragged out as long as it has been. But again, it all goes back to the job of the writer. The writer's basically doing this, whether you like the length of the story or not, to keep you guessing and keep you wondering what's going to come next, and in this case, who the traitor could be. Just because it might look like it's the obvious, and just because something may look obvious as the answer, or may look like the obvious answer, doesn't mean it is. So, but that's basically my opinions on what this whole traitor situation, and basically that's my opinions on the writer doing their job and keeping you guessing, and my thoughts on it too. So if you want to respond down below, go ahead, video response, comment if you like, and I'll talk to you all later.